Hi, I'm Mary Beth Stapleton, Manager of Family and Community Partnerships for Hartford County Public Schools. Thank you for joining us today for a Parent Academy Real Talk about the summer programs for pre-K through 12 students in Hartford County Public Schools. As you heard last week, Hartford County Public Schools is offering summer programming for pre-K through 12th grade students. And with me today is Becky Pincero, who is overseeing the program this summer. And I know you have an official title, Becky, and you're going to share it for us, right? So thank you. Welcome. Hi.
Yes, I am the coordinator of e-learning.
Got it. Okay. I knew it was official, so I need to make sure it sounded, right. I was just making something up, right? So anyway, well, thanks for joining us. And I know you've been super busy working with our executive leadership team and many other stakeholders in plans, school-based administrators, and really planning a great menu of options for parents for summer learning for their children. And we have more information coming out soon, but we just wanted to make sure parents were aware of these opportunities and they're clear on, dates and what each opportunity is. And then we'll come back again with some more information once we have those specific courses available for parents to view. So to get us started, Becky's going to help us walk through the website just so you can find the information, and then we'll have some questions and answers to make sure that we've got all the information you need to make some plans for the summer. So Becky, you want to get started?
Great, thank you, Mary Beth. So as Mary Beth had mentioned, we have put together a menu of options or summer program offerings for you this summer. So on the HCPS website, in the scrolling bar on the main page, you'll see the 2021 Summer Programs Catalog. If you click the button at the bottom that says Learn More, it'll take you to the 2021 Summer Programs Parent page. On this page, you'll be able to find the course catalog, which we're going to go in depth a little bit more in a few minutes, and then some information about registration. So registration will open on May the 10th and will conclude on May the 24th. Once registration opens, you can either access that link through the course catalog, or we're going to attach it right down here above the registration date information. The last thing you'll find on this page right now is the summer program's contact information. So here is a list of programs that we'll be offering, as well as program coordinators that if you have any questions, you can contact them. Their emails are directed right through that link or through their names.
So just to stop you there for a moment, Becky, if a parent has a question specifically to one of these programs listed, they can just go ahead and email those contact staff members right there?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay, thanks.
And we will be adding specific school program coordinators for the elementary, middle, and high school later on this week. For the high school, elementary and middle might be another week or two. But for the specific site or school that your child attends for high school, if they attend Aberdeen High School, you can contact the site coordinator specific to Aberdeen High School. So at the top of the page is a hyperlink to the actual course catalog. In a few days, we're going to begin to populate a few more items underneath this course catalog. For example, the high school summer school course listing. So what courses will we be offering for high school this summer? Also, we'll be adding on May the 3rd, the Stars of Summer, a more specific course catalog for that program as well. So just continue to check back, and we're going to be updating the site periodically until registration opens on May 10th. Okay. So I'm going to click on the course catalog, and we are going to walk you through some of the programs that we'll have this summer. So at the top of the page, you'll see a bold use this link statement here. And if you click that link, that's going to take you to the registration. So you want to remember that that's there. And we're going to talk a little bit more about registration after we go through the programs. So the first program we'll be offering is our academic tutoring program, which again this year will be held virtually. This program is available to students in kindergarten through grade 9, and students will have the opportunity to meet with a tutor once a week to work on some skills that they would like to improve upon and get ready for the next school year.
So if I could interject for just a moment, Becky, and thinking about academic tutoring, so is this something that if parents have a concern, so third grade report cards, third quarter report cards just came out. So is it more of a parent kind of assessing and diagnosing that they need help in a certain subject, or is that something that might be communicated from the school to the parent?
It's more of a parent request.
Choice. Okay.
Choice, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. So if they're seeing, for example, that their child's math grade may not have been what they had hoped it would be, and they see some skills that are missing, that they could then reach out for academic tutoring.
Mm-hmm. So the next program we will be offering is our summer swim program. And the summer swim program will take place in person at Edgewood Middle School. There is a cost associated with this program. It's $55 per session for HCPS students and $59 per session for out-of-county students. And you'll see the items listed here below, or the sessions, I'm sorry, listed here below about the dates and the times that those, or the dates, I'm sorry, that those sessions take place.
So obviously summer swim is in person, right?
Yes, summer swim is in person.
You're not going to be at a pool virtually.
Right.
Okay, nope. Good. I just, it could come up.
That is true.
Good, yeah. So great. Okay, so summer swim is in person.
Yep, and summer swim will follow the 4-day week because HCPS buildings are closed on Fridays. So It would be Monday through Thursday for 45 minutes each day.
Great. Okay.
Our next program is our elementary school summer school program, and this program will also be in person. We will host the program at Bel Air Elementary, North Hartford Elementary, Abingdon, Meadowvale, and Deerfield. The elementary program will run July 19th until August 5th, so it'll be a 3-week session. And the times for that will be 8:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Right now, we cannot guarantee transportation for any of our in-person programs, but we will be asking for parents' input in the registration app that if transportation would become available, would you be utilizing it? And that will help us tremendously with our planning. So if you think that you would be utilizing transportation for elementary or middle, we're asking you that you answer those questions in the registration app.
Okay, so that really helps staff know and how to plan for who really, really needs it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And so the transportation, it won't be offered to walkers. So if you're in walking distance, we can't offer transportation for walkers. And transportation will only be provided to students who choose the summer school site that goes with their region. So if I work in Bel Air, and my children are slated to go to Bel Air Elementary School for summer school because that's where their homeschool feeds in. But I want them to go to North Hartford because that's where my husband works. Well, I can't get transportation if I'm choosing to send them out of the region. So if they go to Bel Air, they can ride the bus. If I choose to send them to North Hartford, they can't ride the bus.
So if I could take that example a step further, so if you're in another elementary school, in addition to the ones listed, say for example, you're at Hickory, right? Mm-hmm. And you want to participate, and you'll probably participate at Bel Air. Would your child be transported to Bel Air?
Yes. So in the registration app, you will see the regions all mapped out for you. So you'll see the 5 summer school sites that'll actually be hosting, and next to that will be all the feeder schools that go with that site.
Okay.
So it'll all be explained. Yeah, it'll be easier to see once you see that chart in the app.
Okay.
And we will be providing meals at the elementary summer school program. So students will receive breakfast as well as lunch, and that will be open to all students. So everyone will receive breakfast and lunch.
And that's free of charge or?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yep. Great. So meals are free of charge as well as the elementary summer school program.
Nice.
So I'm going to move on to the fourth one, which is our middle school summer school program that will also be in person. Our host sites there are Aberdeen, Edgewood, North Hartford, Magnolia, and Patterson Mill. The middle school program is actually going to run 4 weeks, where the elementary was 3, this one is 4, but the middle school is going to be on a half-day schedule. So they'll begin at 7:45 a.m. and they'll conclude at 11 a.m. This program is also free, and students will receive free meals. For this one, it will be breakfast and a snack because they're only there for half of the day. Transportation is going to work exactly like the elementary, so those are regional sites. We'll provide you with a list of what schools feed into the regional sites that were selected, and if you need transportation, you would select, if you want to utilize transportation, if it becomes available, you'd want to select the school that your homeschool feeds into. And again, there'll be a chart in the registration app for you to see all of that in a more organized way.
Well, and I think the biggest takeaway for me as a parent after you shared this information is that as you look at the list of schools and, say, for example, you're returning to your office in the summer and you'll be working in your office or your work location, you can't decide, right? Because my work location is more adjacent to one of these schools. I will choose one of these schools. That's not the way it's going to work. It's going to be each school is really clearly outlining what feeder schools will be assigned to that school. So that makes sense for me now. Because I think some parents might be thinking, oh, I work in Bel Air, so even though my child goes to North Bend, I'll just have them sign up for Bel Air. And that's not really the way that can work for our.
You can sign them up for a school that's not part of your region, but if you do that, we won't be able to provide you transportation if it becomes available.
Okay.
So the example I gave with North Hartford, my kids could go to North Hartford if that was where I choose to send them. But I couldn't request transportation because their home region is Bel Air.
Okay, so when parents register, they'll have the choice of which school they can register for, with the knowledge that transportation may not always be available.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds good.
And that goes for both elementary and middle.
So is there a cap for each of these programs? It sounds like, we are returning to in-person, but just like right now with in-person learning, there's COVID restrictions, I'm sure, that are in place, correct?
We do. And I'm going to scroll back up to the top because you're going to see this statement at the bottom of every page. It's on the front of the flyer. It's on the footer of all the documents that we send out. And so all of our summer programs are dependent upon student enrollment, available staffing, budget, and the latest COVID-19 requirements. Okay. So we have to keep all 4 of those things in mind when, as we were planning the program, as the program starts, as we're looking at enrollment numbers. So we will be, to start, capping each of the class sizes off at about 18 to 20, and each site having one class per grade level, and then bumping to a wait list. And as we continue our planning and looking at our available staffing, we can always take kids off of that wait list. So that's the process that we'll go through with registration for elementary and middle.
Okay, so it sounds like as soon as possible, really get ready to register.
Yes.
Got it.
And then our next program is our high school summer school program. This program will actually be conducted virtually, so different than the elementary and middle school. This will be a 5-week program. So we've got elementary at 3, middle school at 4, and our high school is at 5. High school will run from 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. Monday through Thursday. And we will be offering a variety of credit recovery courses to our students. Students are required to log in every day into Microsoft Teams Monday through Thursday and participate in daily synchronous sessions, as well as independently work on course content outside of those live sessions. It's really important. We use a vendor for our summer programs and our credit recovery courses. The modules are already made, but our teachers add to what's in that platform and teach additional lessons. So it's really important that the kids keep up with all of the modules and know that they have to still do work after the live sessions, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, all of those non-school days, because they are doing a whole year in just 5 weeks.
Okay.
And I believe it boils down to 19 days because we have one of the days, the 5th is off out of those 5 weeks. So it's only 19 days. So it's really important for parents and students to understand that there's a lot of work that needs to be done outside of just the live session.
Okay. Okay. And that's for students who want to participate in high school, summer school. Again, it's really as a family looking at perhaps where extra help is needed, certain courses that maybe they took this year they weren't quite as successful in.
Yes, so the credit recovery courses are for students who have been unsuccessful, so that they've received a final letter grade of an E.
Okay.
We do have 2 classes that are for original credit. Our PE classes we offer for original credit and credit recovery, and then we do offer an accelerated geometry course. And you'll see on the flyer here that also runs Monday through Thursday, but instead of 8 to 12, it's 8 to 2. And they're basically covering a full quarter of content per week. So it's a very fast moving course.
Sure. Sure. Okay. So it sounds like both accelerated and those that want to perhaps increase their success in a course that they struggled with this year. So that's nice to have an option for families that way. Thank you.
Sure. And then our last option here is our Stars of Summer, which this option is also virtual. We offered it for the first time last year.
Mm-hmm.
It's a summer learning program that provides students with the chance to experience a camp-like workshop. And the really cool thing about this, Mary Beth, is that you could do 1 week, you could do 2 weeks, you could do 3 weeks, you could do all of the weeks, and there's multiple sessions throughout the day. So parents are able to pick the sessions that spark interest with their children, and they don't have to commit to a full day or possibly a 4-week program. They can pick options that really best fit their schedule and their child's interests. So again, that course program catalog will be added to the parent page underneath this course catalog on May the 3rd. So you'll see all of the cool camp-like workshops that'll be added there for this summer. So you can start planning before the link goes live on the 10th.
And these are virtual programs, correct?
Stars of Summer is virtual.
Okay. So if it's a virtual program, I think last year some students actually use their own computers, right? Because they have a home computer. But is there a discussion or still underway about devices for the virtual programs?
Yeah, so we know that all of our summer programs, whether they're in person or virtual, will require some sort of technology. Mm-hmm. So those conversations are happening now of how we are going to collect and redistribute all in time for these programs to start. So hopefully by the time we do a follow-up, Parent Academy will have the answer to that question.
That's great. And I just wanted parents to know that these conversations are happening, that you wouldn't be using your home device, that there would be some kind of device available perhaps. So we'll work that out. So thank you. Well, this is great. Honestly, as a parent, I'm interested in some of these for sure. But just to be clear about the virtual learning, the Stars of Summer virtual learning, what grades are opportunities going to be available for? What experiences? Is it K through 12 or a certain grade span?
It's for students who are entering grades 1 through 9.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So entering. So if your child's a first grader next year, 9th grader next year, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's specific for that. Well, that's a really great overview, and I think that really does help. And then when we talk about registration, we need to remember May 10th, put it on our calendars. I know it helps me as a parent when I have everything on my calendar, right? I know, Becky, you're a parent too, so that's what you do when it comes to
our kids. It's a very short window.
Yeah. So, and then they use the link and then they register. Now, what will they be registering with? So what should they have ready and prepared to register with? Is it an email address?
So in the flyer, as well as on the parent page, we'll have the link. So if you just click here, use this link, it's going to take you to the HCPS online forms portal. And this is the same portal that was used to fill out the electronic COVID agreement when we all, were getting ready to send our students back to school. So the items that are needed in order to access your child's account is going to be the email address that you have on file with HCPS. So if you did not use this portal to fill out your electronic COVID agreement, you'll want to go in and go to sign up here, and you can set up your account right here, and I recommend that you set it up now, so this way on May the 10th, you're ready to go. If when you sign up or you set up your account, it's not recognizing your child, like it's not showing that, it'll show you a list of students. And if it's not showing you your child, let me rewind. It's not going to show you a list of students. It's going to show you your children. So mine would say my children's name, and I would just click on one child, and then I would be able to do the forms for that child.
Okay.
If it's not showing your children, please contact your child's school's main office. They would be able to update your email address in our system, because the way that this HCPS online forms portal works is that it pulls all the information from our main database down. So through the registration process, we have everything that we need.
Okay.
So if you're not seeing your child's name once you create an account, just contact your child's school, give them the email address that you created this account with, go ahead in and refresh. Sometimes those kind of things take overnight to update. Check the next day, and then make sure that your child's name appears once you're signed in.
Okay. Okay, well, thank you, because I don't know if everybody's clear that that's really how that they'll register. So this is really great information. And like we said, make sure that date is on your calendar, getting ready to register. Be clear about the May 3rd opportunities that will be shared on. We'll talk a little bit more once we have some more specifics around courses and what's out there, and probably talk to some of the program coordinators too on the Parent Academy, just to make sure everybody's clear about what opportunities are available this summer. And this is a lot of work for staff, Becky, and I thank you for your leadership on this, because I know parents are going to be very pleased to see that that we're offering these opportunities for our students. So thank you so much for joining me today for the Parent Academy Real Talk, and we'll be back next time with some more information around specifically what your team is working on as far as the exact opportunities and experiences our students can have this summer. So thanks for your time, Becky.
Thanks.
All right, and thank you all for joining us for the Parent Academy Real Talk, and we'll see you soon. Stay well.